Hello everyone, welcome to another episode from Coffee with Summer. I'm Summer, I'm from Will Institute, and I'm here today to talk about things that you are searching on, things that you are thinking and feeling during such a very interesting transitional time in our lives as humanity. One of the things that me and my team have discovered when we did a research, we discovered that there's a lot of research about success. What does success mean? What do I do with my burnout? How can I get over the blockages of my success? So we discovered that success is such a big topic and important for you right now, given the world that we live in. So I'm going to approach this topic today a little bit from a therapeutic perspective, and we're going to get some also energy from the leadership coaching part. The first thing I want to talk about in success, there's a big difference between a vocation, a calling, and a job. So a job is kind of like 9 to 5, you're working for someone else, you're just following the footsteps of someone else. Someone defined for you what is success. The society told you need to make that amount of money, you need to get married, you need to have children, you have to have that home in a certain neighborhood, and you just followed the footsteps without really taking the time to dig deeper inside of yourself to know what really brings you joy. Maybe what brings you joy is actually living in a tent. I don't know what brings you joy. You know what brings you joy. So when we follow other people's steps for us of what brings us joy, we create a fake success model, which actually end up collapsing and causing the burnout, causing everything and the symptoms in our bodies. We can't sleep, we are overstressed, toxic work environments because we are not really doing what we are supposed to be doing, okay? Each one of us, each soul of us came to this planet, came for a purpose. You have a purpose. I have a purpose. I love what I do because it's aligned with what I really want and what brings joy to my heart. So I want you to ask yourself a question. What does success mean to you? And just remove the chatter, remove the expectations, remove everything that is like confining you inside to see only what the society wants you to see. Your success might be dancing. Your success might be something very, very small. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe success for you is $10 million. I don't know, but it's your own definitions. That's what I care about and that's what I care for. Usually when we have a calling, it's literally what it means. It calls you in. It calls you in. It's not something that you go look forward to. You go inside of yourself. You do your work. You heal your nervous system, okay? The key word here is the nervous system, and we're going to talk a lot about the nervous system and the brain in here. Because your logic can say a lot of things, but at the end of the day, your real playground is the resiliency of your nervous system. If your nervous system is traumatized, if your nervous system is burned out or tired or surrounded by negative people or people who are always pressuring or criticizing or telling you what to do and what not to do, the nervous system really, really collapses and it doesn't hold you in that space that you know what you want, okay? So the first question is to ask, what brings joy to my heart? What really brings life? What really ignites this fire in me? What makes me happy? Really, it comes down to that. What makes you happy? What ignites your fire? It sounds really simple. Some people will say, oh, I am responsible. I have all this obligation to do. It's not just about happiness. Guess what? If you are not happy, you can't make anyone around you happy or bring joy, or even your calling can't bring healing to the world. Okay? Especially in this time, you guys. Right now, in this time that we live in, we are collectively going through something that we call existential trauma. What is an existential trauma? When we live for a long period of time in an unknown zone. Okay? Some people have the illusion that life is going to go back to how it was pre-COVID, and some other people are totally saying, oh, it's the apocalypse and it's the ending of humanity. All of these answers are a trauma response to the trauma, the existential trauma that we all live in. What we actually need is a very calm, aligned nervous system to know what is the one step that we need to take forward. We're not stuck in the past. We are not projecting into the future. There's no future yet. We are creating the future as we go. But you can't create from a place of creativity in your brain if you are stuck in pain, okay? So I want you to be very gentle and kind with yourself because of the collective existential trauma that we live in. How can you be with the unknown without freaking out? Okay? The first step to that, do not react to your reaction. A I have a lot of clients who will react about something and then they will have a reaction about the reaction. And now we are in a loop in the brain of absolute fear and protectiveness. Okay? The parts of the brain that is there to protect us is very different than the parts that creates and take us to the growth and the next level. They cannot work at the same time. One needs to turn off for the other to turn on. So if you are in a state of protectiveness, the future, what's going to happen in the future? I need to save money. I need to do this. Oh my God. And you're watching the news and you're freaking out. Am I taking the vaccine? Am I not taking the vaccine? Guess which part of the brain is on? Protection? Fear. Is that a calm nervous system that can create? Absolutely not. Even if your calling is screaming at you to come and respond, you will not hear it. You're in a total different part of the brain. So the key word here is calming the nervous system. Okay? This is a time in our life right now, like in my practice right now, fully booked, waiting list. I refer to my friends. My friends are fully booked. The government agencies are fully booked. We are flooded by people who want to work through trauma. They want to release, they want to purge all the old stuff, right? Because right now, what we are going through is like a pressure cooker. Whatever you were putting under the rug, whatever you were pretending it was not there, it's coming and it's not going to go down again. So your key word, after asking yourself what brings me happiness, what brings me joy, what is in the way of that? Why I can't know even what brings me joy? Oh, I'm in the protective part of my brain. How can I calm that down so that part can go down and the growth and the creativity part and innovation part can be activated again so I can go towards what I want, okay? And in a journey of creativity, you are always thinking about the only next step. If you thought 10 steps ahead, you might actually aggravate anxiety in your nervous system, given everything happening in the world, right? Oh, the weather is going this, whatever is happening in Israel and Palestine, like boom, boom, boom. There's like explosions everywhere right now in the world because people are losing control over their nervous system. And in the next episodes, we're gonna go deeper and deeper of how you can take very pristine care of your nervous system. It's not a luxury anymore how you can take care of your nervous system, given the existential trauma that we are living in. And I'm going to remind you of something that I said before in previous videos, and I'm going to repeat it again now. Before we start the journey, we own the journey. Once the journey starts, the journey owns us. So COVID right now, the COVID journey, it totally owns us. We have no control over the journey. The only thing we have control over is our nervous system and our brains. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to be with, how to heal, how to move forward. Thank you so much. Keep sending me your questions. Bye-bye.